Dear Misty, I'm so excited. I want to book in your group for the AlandChuck.Travel Drag Stars at Sea 2013. I'm so excited, but I'm also scared to death. I can't swim. But the Titanic keeps going through my mind. I know it was a really long time ago, but even this year, 2013, 3 ships have been stranded at sea. Oh, I want to go on a cruise so bad, but I'm terrified of drowning. And those ships were stranded for several days before they were saved. I mean, what if it was sinking? How many people would die? Oh my gosh. What are your thoughts? Alright, so first of all, you're hilarious. Second of all, you don't have to worry about drowning because there are lots of swimming pools on the boat, but that doesn't mean you have to get in the water, Mary. Just saying, you don't even have to go swimming. Yeah, the Titanic. The Titanic was a very, very, very long time ago. Boats are made very differently now. Like, for example, on the boat that we were on, all the doors would have like these weird things where you had to step over them because they're like vacuum lock sealed. So that if, for example, it were to try to sink, all the rooms would be vacuum lock sealed, so they'd be full of air. Basically, it'd be like you jumping in the pool and holding your breath. You're going to float because all the air is trapped inside. So the way they're made now is where there's not a lot of ways for the water to get through. The doors will actually close and like compartmentalize so the boat won't sink. And if it were to sink, it would take a very, 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 very long time. Now, the boat stranded at sea in this past year, yes, there is a possibility that something could happen. But look at the statistics of that happening. I mean, there are thousands of cruise ships every day from hundreds of cruise lines. How many times do we hear about a boat being stranded? Now, you're afraid of it sinking. Let me tell you this. The cruise ship that we are going on coming up is called the MSC. It's an Italian cruise line. And the website for the U.S. citizens is msccruisesusa.com. Actually, if you go to msccruises.com, it'll let you pick your country and it'll give you your language for the website. But, for example, we're going to be on the Divina, right? So if you go to the MSC cruise line, you can click their ships, look at the Divina that we're going to be on, look at all the pictures and whatever. And one of the things that it lets you do is you get to click webcam. Now the webcam section will take you to 2 actual different webcams. One shows you the front of the boat where you can see what the captain is seeing, whatever waters you see or the cruises or whatever you see. It will actually show you out the front of the boat. And it will show you another cam showing you the deck, where the main deck is, where the main pool is. Usually there's a big video screen where they play games or whatever, show movies. And there's 2 live webcams from the boat right now, but there's also a satellite picture showing you where the boat is. Now on the cruise line right now, the Divina, I'm looking at it and it's just outside of Turkey. So right now the cruise ship, if you look on the satellite, you'll see that the cruise ship is outside of Turkey, in between Greece, Turkey, and Bulgaria, around that area, but it's right outside of Turkey. Now the cool part is, let's say something does happen. Let's say your cruise ship does, well, it wouldn't hit an iceberg because now with technology they have sonars and things that would show, with global warming of course, there's not that many icebergs anyway, but with sonars it would show things under the water, around the boat, crazy, whatever, oh my gosh. You would see it before it happens. But let's say it did hit an iceberg like the Titanic and the boat were to sink. How many people on that boat do you think has cell phones? Lots. Granted, most people's cell phones are off and in the safe, but some people pay for international minutes. You don't think they're going to call 911 or you don't think they're going to put out an alert, call for help? Not to mention the captain probably already did because the satellites on the boat know exactly where they are. Now, by law, even if it's a little fisherman boat with 2 people on it, by law, if there's a ship drowning or sinking, by law, everyone within the radius has to stop what they're doing and go to them. It's called imminent, it's a law about imminent danger, meaning if the boat is sinking, everyone around them has to help. Now, the cool thing about being in the Caribbean is there's tons and tons and tons of ships in the Caribbean. For example, on the last cruise, every day and every night, no matter what time or what time of night, on top of the boat I could see cruise ships either side of our boat, either coming or going. I could see them. And I think the shape of the earth, it's only 50 miles into the horizon, but I could see a cruise ship, lights in the nighttime, or actually see it in the daytime, like, oh, there's a boat over there, look, there's a boat over there. When we docked in our ports, there was sometimes 3 or 6 other boats in every port that we were in, which means there's a heavy traffic flow. So if your boat was sinking, the imminent danger law, all the other boats in radius has to stop what they're doing, no matter what they're doing, and come to your rescue. Now, when your boat is just stopped or stalled or not running or whatever, that's not imminent danger. You're not at risk of dying. Your boat isn't sinking, it's just stalled out. That's when you have to wait a couple days for a tugboat or another boat to come and either into you or pull you to shore. But if that were to happen, hello, can you imagine the free cruise you're going to get coming up? But in recap, you don't have to worry about drowning. You don't even have to go swimming. Think about all the technology, all the Wi-Fi on the ship, and some people paid for Wi-Fi in their room. They could send out into Twitter and Instagram and the global World Wide Web, oh my gosh, our boat is sinking, and tons of people will come to rescue you. I don't think you have to worry about it. Yes, the Titanic was an amazing movie because it was so scary. And it really could happen, but the reality is it really won't happen anymore because the way they make the boats, the technology, and by the time the boat would actually start sinking, another boat would be right up on them. You know, especially if you're on a popular cruise destination like, for example, the Caribbean. I hope I could help ease your mind. And yes, I definitely think you should book on the cruise with me. I would love to hang out with you. I mean, what better to take a vacation with some friends, right? Let's go. Sign up with me and we'll party. But if you do sign up with me, make sure you tell me because I have a private group on Facebook just for people in my group. And it's going to be and the sooner it gets, the more we're going to be talking about what's going on in the boat and what we should do and what we want to do. And I definitely want to take an excursion with all the people in my group, etc. So let's talk about it. Loving you is easy. Bye.